This song, like all of our stories, is a true story and also a love song from our first album, Waltzing with the Dogs, issued in 1988. This is the Rockin' Smell Song. You know when life gets too fast-paced, there's no reason around using only half your face. It takes a smell that no one smell. Everybody's got one. Follow your nose always knows when your nose is on the trail of a hose. Yes, the nose always knows. Birds gotta stop and think time smell fishes. Fish gotta stop and think time smell birds. Cats gotta stop and think time smell tooth. Tooth gotta stop and think time smell cat. We know we gotta stop and think sometimes to smell one another. Love is a nose, but you'd better not pick it too. Waste the smell is something wicked. Snip your lover's hair before it's too late. Use it or lose it, use it now. Don't hesitate. Yes, these guys don't even wait. Birds gotta stop, think time smell fishes. Fish gotta stop, think time smell birds. Cat gotta stop, think time smell tooth. Tooth gotta stop, think time smell cat. You know we have to take some time to smell one another. Some folks don't like the smell, they never even bother. It's in one nostril, then right out the other. Me, I like to hesitate, and sample lingering traces is the greatest gift God gave to man, that's playing as the nose on our faces. In the middle of your head, birds gotta stop and think time smell fishes. Fish gotta stop and think time smell birds. Cats gotta stop and think time smell tooth. Tooth gotta stop and think time smell cat. You know we gotta stop and take some time to smell one another. In fact, birds gotta stop and think time smell fishes. Fish gotta stop and think time smell birds. Cats gotta stop and think time smell tooth. Tooth gotta stop and think time smell cat. You know we gotta stop and take some time to smell one another. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more odorous and scentful too. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, but you, my dear, smell as good as ever you would. Ooh. Lots of dogs rely on ritual as a means of understanding the motives of their human friends and companions. Putting on of coats and leashes is time to go for a walk, and when they come home from school, you can hit the kids or turn on the TV. But some dogs I've seen show no sign the ability to correct new signs and new signals the way they realize their basic canine cognition, their ability to interpret and incorporate new information is a little wrong. It's a little bit distressing, a little bit distressing, a little bit distressing, a little bit distressing. These are the dogs I worry about, oh yes I do. I spend large amounts of my time concerned about these dogs, so should you, and especially you. There's a phenomenon in dogs, I call it dog wax, and it's this stuff that gets in the old dog's fur, and it's how they know who's a young dog and an old dog. Old dogs get it, young dogs don't get it. On several occasions I've seen young dogs gang up on an old dog with hot combs and blow dryers and strip the dog wax out of the aged dog's fur, applying it to themselves and thus garnering respect to which they are not otherwise entitled. This show of ambition and kind of evil intention puts me ill at ease. I don't like it. It's a little bit upsetting. It's a little bit distressing. A little bit distressing. A little bit distressing. A little bit distressing. These are the dogs I worry about. Oh yes I do. I spend large amounts of my time concerned about these dogs. So should you. And you. Monsu. He's got a really good dog, right? You know, we meet dogs in the neighborhood and we know the names of other dogs, and we start to meet people who have other dogs. We do dog stuff, and we pay dog tax, and we eat dog food and pay dog wages. I was having a long talk with my dog the other night. Basically, my dog feels that I should not travel without her. My dog feels that we should take vacations together and I should stay home on weeknights and feed her better food. My first response is bullshit. I'm not putting up with that. You're a dog. You take what you're given. But she was very persuasive. And after a conversation, I agreed to those things. I would travel with her, feed her better food, and go on vacation together. Anyway, people, later that night, I'm having my old man checkbook and paying my old man bills with my old man checks. And I come across a tuition statement from the Graduate School of Business at Wharton. Somebody is taking a course in Management Labor Relation Negotiations, and they got an A. I've never been to Wharton. I've never taken that course. I've never gotten an A. But some dogs have it over on Canada due to new signs, new signals, the way that formalize their canine condition. New signs, new information, incorporating information to their daily return. I don't know. It's a little bit distressing. A little bit distressing. A little bit distressing. A little bit distressing. These are dogs I worry about. A little bit distressing. A little bit distressing. A little bit distressing. These are dogs I worry about. Oh yes, I do. I spend large amounts of my time concerned about these dogs. So should you? All right, give us a second to get our shit together for the next one. This is your cat. This is your life. These are your shoes. This is your lunch. This is your lunch. This is your lunch. This is your lunch on drugs. I'm on the loose. Like Dr. Seuss. Slip me a deuce. Who's Lenny Bruce? Like Dr. Seuss, slip me a deuce, and who's Lenny Bruce? Who's Lenny Bruce? Who's Lenny Bruce? Who's Lenny Bruce on drugs? Who's Lenny Bruce? Who's Lenny Bruce? I'm on the loose again. I'm on the loose, man, so sorry. Like Lenny Bruce. This is your cat. These are your shoes. This is your lunch. This is your life. This is your life. This is your life. This is your life on drugs. This is your life. This is your life. This is your life on drugs. This is your life. This is your life. This is your life on drugs. This is your life. This is your life. This is your life on drugs. I can tell you think about Charlotte too much. You're faking your Charlotte, you're faking her touch. You think about Charlotte anytime time you're alone. Forget about Charlotte, get a gig of your own. If you spend a little time thinking about Charlotte, you'll never wake up, you'll never see. If you spend a little time being faster than Charlotte, you'll never be faster than me. Oh, she's too tall, you'll never be that tall. You'll never be Charlotte. You'll never be Charlotte. You'll never be Charlotte. Oh. If I don't bring up her name, I know that you will. You'll call her a harlot. You'll call her a pill. I wish you would drop it and give it a rest. Forget about Charlotte. Get it off your chest. If you spend your time thinking about Charlotte, you'll never wake up. You'll never see. If you spend your time being faster than Charlotte, you'll never be faster than me. Oh, she's too small. You'll never be that small. You'll never be Charlotte. You'll never be Charlotte. You'll never be Charlotte at all. What do you think about that, Pete Wilder? You're walking like Charlotte, you're faking her walk. I think I hear Charlotte every time you talk. I hate to say it, but I fear it is true. Charlotte does Charlotte much better than you. If you spend your time thinking about Charlotte, you'll never wake up, you'll never see. If you spend your time being faster than Charlotte, you'll never be faster than me. Oh, she's too cool, you'll never be that cool. You'll never be Charlotte. You'll never be Charlotte. What lies directly west of Philadelphia? And what do we think about Upper Darby? Here we go. Upper Darby, give me the creeps. Upper Darby, give me the creeps. Give me the creeps. Give me Upper Darby, give me the creeps. Upper Darby, give me the creeps. Heading west out of Philadelphia in the wee small hours one morning, I stopped at the traffic light at 69th and Market, even though there was nobody in sight for miles around, because I knew if I cruised through, the policeman who was watching every step I take was gonna freak out and take me to jail. He was gonna be mad. So I put the car in neutral, took my hands off the wheel, put them in my pockets, and I began to wave. The seasons changed, the stars in the heaven danced round to and fro. Eventually, a new ice age arose, and a giant sheet of glacial terror swept through Upper Darby, wiping out the Tower Theater and left my favorite Korean barbecue stand intact. Give me the creeps, Upper Darby, give me the creeps. Upper Darby, give me the creeps. Upper Darby, give me the creeps. I met a traveler from an antique land who said to send in the desert too fast, and trunkless legs of stone stand there half sunk. The shattered visage lies, his wrinkled lip is seared cold, can tell that the sculptor well read those passions, the hand that mocked and the heart that fed. And on the pedestal these words appear: my name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look at my works, ye mighty in despair. Nothing beside remains round that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far, far away. Upper Darby, give me the creeps. Upper Darby, give me the creeps. Give me the creeps. Give me Upper Darby, give me the creeps. Upper Darby, give me the creeps. Upper Darby gives me the creeps. Upper Darby is filled up with freaks. Upper Darby, give me the creeps. 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 Up slow from out of the town. He walked on up the main street where all the people were. All the people like this, they stood in front of him in the crowd. You know what he said? He said, I'm gonna teach you to believe. He said, belief is something that can't be bought. Belief is something that cannot be taught. But if any one of you give me one thing, I can have my very own, I swear. I can teach you to believe. I'll teach you to believe. He said, I'll teach you to believe. Well, they didn't listen to a word that he said. They tied his hands and feet and they strung him up on a pole. And while he watched, they built up the gallows. They were going to hang him by his neck until he was dead, whichever came first. He said, belief is holy, it comes from on high. Belief will get you in the by and by. But if any one of you can give me something I can have for my very own, I swear, I can teach you to believe. I'll teach you to believe. I'll teach you to believe. They marched him out in the square, and the rope was hanging down. And he climbed up on the gallows, and they said, you have any last words? He said, yeah, I got a few, so listen up. Belief is holy, it comes from above. Belief is cradled in the arms of love. And if any one of you give me one thing and a half for my very own, I can teach you to believe. I'll teach you to believe. He said, I'll teach you to believe. They pulled the trap, the door opened wide like an arrow. Gravity did the thing, it straightened out that rope. He swung back and forth in a pendulum arc. They cut his body down. They put his body in a box and then nailed on the lid, dug a hole in the ground, and they laid him down. No stone marked the place where they put the man who said, I can teach you to believe. I'll teach you to believe. He said, I'll teach you to believe. Eventually the fall came and the snow fell on the land, and the villagers retreated into their houses for the cold weather, where they did all the cold weather things that farmers do, and snuggled in their down quilts amidst the silence, the susurrus of the frost. They heard a voice, and the voice asked them a question in dreams. It said, do you believe?
Yes, I believe.
Do you believe, Emma?
Yes, I believe.
Do you believe, Gabe?
Yes, I believe.
Do you believe, Steph?
Yes, I believe.
Do you believe? Do you believe? Do you believe? But wait, there's more. What happens in the spring? That's right, the rains come back to the land, and water, pure rainwater, untainted with fluoridation, mandrake, flows into the grounds and gives life again. Green earth, green shoots, green beans arise from what had been cold, lifeless dirt before, and this spring was no exception. The rains came, and the rains came, and they did not stop. And the river rose up, and the dikes trembled. They trembled, those dikes, they trembled. The sky was full of clouds, and the clouds turned black, and then they fell. The river rose up and walked on the land. The levees burst, the river roared, the floodwaters washed away that whole town. He had taught them to believe. I taught them to believe, said I taught them to believe. Remember what Mudbone said? Ain't no one stopped the water when it want to go, right? He was right. Bob's fabulous teeth kept themselves only in the finest paste. And they used claws and picks, and no one ever told to count the ways. These teeth in which I speak of themselves a real swell situation. But you cannot accuse them of an action on those further, oh so much orientation. Teeth on the right, teeth on the left. These were teeth that could chew with warmth and wood and tremendous heft. Teeth of Rambo, teeth of them for free. It's absolutely free. These teeth in which I speak of themselves a real swell situation. You could bite them real hard and they would leave a vicious indentation. These were teeth in yellow from years of constant abuse, from chewing up all kinds of things and the caps and the crowns coming all loose. Teeth up in heaven, teeth down in hell. I don't know where these teeth are from, and that's probably just as well. Teeth of Rambus, teeth of Myra had teeth, we had them for free. Okay, chew it up for Bob. fabulous teeth kept themselves only in the finest base. And the floss, my God, the floss, and no one counted the waste. Even with the speak of themselves, a real swell situation. But you cannot accuse them of an action on account of their oh so immature dentation. These were teeth over there. That's probably just as seriously, oh my God, teeth of horrendous, teeth of moderate, teeth of the perfect, absolutely, positively, beyond a shadow of doubt, Bob's teeth. Rug at a place called the Grape with a gal named Linda Lou. Here walked the man with a gun in his hand. He was looking for you know who. Please, please, please. Strictly commercial. Rhyme that ends in the riddle. Ohio, it's round at the ends and high in the middle. Ohio, please don't mock the bees. Please don't mock the bees. No, don't you do it. Please don't mock the bees. 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 Please don't mock the bee. No, don't you do it. Please don't mock the bee. Don't rock them, don't shock them, don't knock them, no. Leave the bees alone. The bees make honey, and when it's running, that costs money, and that ain't funny. Please don't mock the bees. 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 What do we do now? You want to, you know what to do, Terry. Well, hello there. I'm so glad you came. And when this is over, I hope you remember what we smelled like in our name. This is the part where hoping that people will dance around and wiggle, man. Cause if you can bust our hump and break our bones, but the groove will still keep going on. Let's do the expert. Up and away. Said the banner with the string device has the boycott harvest, the castles of snow and ice. She baked me the ginger biscuit and she keeps on baking, throwing to my knees and throwing, knocking and rocking and shaking. Mistakes, we have made them. Dives, holes, JC Dobbs, we have played them. Dues, why don't you pony up and pay them, see? And you can bust our hump and break our bones, but still the groove keeps moving on. Listen to the expert, up the way, said the man with the string device has the boycott armies, the castles of snow and ice. Yeah, she's making a ginger biscuit egg. She keeps on baking, throwing to my knees, still knocking and shaking. Oh, babies, we're so sick of all your whining. Why don't you lie back and fiddle just because the Roman Empire is declining? You're so vain, you probably think this song is about you. Don't you, don't you? And reality only bites the hand that feeds it. Well, that's it. We've had our say. We might be just shouting into the wilderness wearing our underwear, but that's okay. Just two more things I want to say. And I forget what the first one is, but the second one is I'm so glad that you're all here with us now. Listen to the experts. Up on the way, said the band with the string device as the boycott harvest the castles of snow and ice. She baked in a ginger biscuit and she keeps on baking, throwing them in these, knocking and chocking. Okay, ready? Here we go. Rock, Spock, Nixon. glimpse of a way, said the banner with a strange device. As the boy climbed higher amidst the castles in the snow and ice. She baked me the ginger biscuit and she keeps on baking so no one when he's knocking and shaking.